pops to one fucking place rather than 30 individual fucking boxes. God, that shit.
Like pops, by far for me, were the worst to sell through.
Well, I have to individually fucking bubble wrap each and every one because they're meticulous about their fucking boxes. Like I'm a pop collector. I know how. Like I care, but I don't care as much as some of these fucking people do. They're like, there's a small blemish over here in the right corner. Like, dude, fuck off. I'm not lowering the price for you. So,
like, how many have you sold through now?
Over the years, or just in like since I started selling off my collection?
Since you really started selling off your collection?
About 60.
That's pretty solid. So you probably have like a decent rhythm to it now.
Oh, I've been selling off and on because I've sold some I had the original Ghost Rider pops, the metallic one and the or not the metallic one, the original one and the glow in the dark one that was an exclusive, and it got up to about $200 for the glow in the dark one.
Yep.
Now that motherfucker's like 600.
600.
I had the Joker. It was the Joker bank robber 2-pack. So it was the Joker in a bank robber mask.
I used to have that one.
Just one of the regular ones, and that one when I sold it was around 200, and now that shit's around like $5.
My most expensive, I guess it was a set of pop figures. It was the Haunted Mansion, the original set. And I sold
the ones that you could only get from Disney?
Correct, yes.
Yeah.
I ordered them right when they came out, and I got them for a steal, like $120. And as I was getting out of all of it, I sold them for like $890 or something like that. So I cleaned up. It was hard for me to get rid of those, though, because that's like my favorite ride of all time.
The good thing about the good thing about my collection is that probably 98% of the shit that's in my collection I paid retail for. So anything that's actually valuable, because my top 10 is all worth $130 or more.
Yeah,
that's pretty much all profit.
That's awesome.
That's the best, man. Like,
because I've been collecting
since when they
first they were starting to get kind of mainstream a little bit. Like more collectors were getting into it, but 7 years ago when I started collecting, there wasn't shit out there. Like there were like 3 Spider-Man pops total.
Exactly, and the DC ones were like nuts, you know?
Yeah.
Like
that original Riddler and Penguin. Holy shit, those things are expensive now, dude.
Yes, I sold the Penguin way too early. Way too early.
That's why I've been sitting on most of mine for years. Like
what helped me out was I work in the mall.
Yeah.
So legitimately, I would have a hookup from 3 different stores, and I would know when the shipments dropped, and I would just grab a chase for myself. And you know, I would leave everything else on the shelf, but as I started getting rid of pops, when like so many collectors entered the market, man, I had like almost 90 chase pops. So it was a great time for me to move. It stinks because like I do miss some of those, especially the Star Wars ones. I got rid of every single one. But I think I bought an Ahsoka one recently just because, you know, I love it. But just to know what you had and now you don't anymore, that hurts.
Yeah, it sucks. Like, had I hold on to that for like 2 more years, I would have been fucking in the money, bro.
Mike Vinoy, baby.
Yeah, my most recent acquisition, I only buy Spider-Man pops now. So
really?
The one I got was metallic doppelganger from that small con it was LA Comic-Con.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Oh, I'm in the wrong part of the thing. Okay, there's Michael. Michael, you had me spending money and then that's awesome.
I almost picked that up from Hot Topic. I think you shared the link with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice. See, like I see that stuff and I'm just tempted.
I know. Well, you know, I have my Cosmic Spider-Man back there. He's behind my.
I love Cosmic Spider-Man, dude. I saw him go up, and the second I saw him go up, I bought like 3 of them. He didn't gain any fucking value, but I've got some.
That's what I used to do. I used to buy multiple pops, and that's how it became even worse.
Dude, I have like 6 fucking Venomized Dr. Dooms right now because I was trying to get the chase. I did not get the chase.
Ugh.
But I have 6 regular ones that I can sell for like $5 off of what I paid for them.
I think the only like pop that I would want, I don't know, that Chase Galactus and Silver Surfer, the oversized blacklight one.
Yeah.
It is just so cool.
Dude, I passed on that Blacklight Carnage. I could have gotten it, and that thing's worth like $350 now.
There was a Blacklight Carnage?
Yeah.
MU Comic Corner.
Oh, that's so awesome. It's
The
so
Blacklight
cool,
Carnage
Paul.
was a Funko Shop exclusive.
Paul, you know what you need?
What's that?
A Fantastic Four 48 to go with that.
You son of a. Oh man.
You have enough art to sell.
No. Not yet. Basilisk has to hit big.
I just got a shipping notification. Have you ever heard of the company Glass to Mouth? Paul, I know you're a beer guy. I don't know. Crisis.
I used to be before I quit drinking, but no, I haven't heard of them.
So Glass to Mouth does some really awesome beer glasses, and they're all pop culture based. This one is a Spidey memes.
Oh man.
Oh, nice.
You have all 3 of the Spideys doing the pointing at each other from the movie.
They just
got a
they have a
couple
pop like that, right?
What?
I think I just saw a pop with that. It's only 2 Spideys though.
Really?
Oh, yeah, there is one. Yeah.
Yeah.
We made the meme. I have a couple of the taller beer glasses that I got from Loot Crate over the years. I think I have a Naruto one and a Captain Marvel one.
I don't think I've seen the tall ones. That's awesome. I like those. Do you have any of those tumblers?
No, but I have some shot glasses. The pop shot glasses. From it was in the hold on. Right
I didn't know they did pop shot glasses. Paul, are you gonna run through what should I CGC tonight?
Oh Jesus.
Ish is coming on in 10 minutes, so.
Oh no.
Yep.
It's gonna be embarrassing then.
Oh dude, that is sweet.
And Captain America. Snowman Captain America.
I was gonna say, is that a Christmas one? Okay.
Hey, come to think of it, I have to check my comic corner orders because I swear that I might have gotten one or two of those pops, like the gingerbread people, like the Captain America, the Thor. They did one like a few months ago.
Oh, I saw those. I was debating buying one of those for my daughter for like Christmas decoration.
Yeah.
And Christmas passed. Obviously, we all had COVID for Christmas, and I found all of our old Christmas pops. Like I kept some of those, like Nightmare Before Christmas, the Home Alones, the what else? The Christmas Story ones, which I love. I just wish there was an RV with, Cousin Eddie. That would make that pop so much better.
Oh man. Yeah. Let me see. Oh, really quick.
So I don't know if we want to talk about it real quick, but Land of the Living Gods.
Yes. Let's talk about that.
I haven't read it yet. It didn't even pop up on
Because it's not out yet. It's out on Wednesday.
Oh,
yeah, typically you would get some kind of leak, that you could read through it.
Found them.
Oh, are those the signed ones?
Yeah, so
Nice.
I got right there.
Oh, that's cool.
Poncer is.
How did you get an ECGCE? Oh, because they needed to search and find you at the con. Claim. That's pretty sweet.
did you guys see the email from Scott's Collectibles about the?
That's nice, Paul. No, Crisis. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hold on. It's a remark opportunity from Bueno Alvarez.
Oh my God! Did you see the sketch I posted this morning?
Another one?
With Scott's Collectibles. They're like $65. Which
Yeah,
his remarks are pretty good.
They're incredible.
I got in on round 1 of that. I just had a book hit CGC. I have absolutely no clue what it is, but it says Signature Series. So I have a couple pending. I do have, and I think most of them are through Scott's. So one is a Simmons remark. One is the Alvaro Bueno remark. And then I'm pretty sure I have another signature something out there in the ether. I can't remember what it is, but it just hit CGC. I have no clue which one. I sent out the Nice House on the Lake #1, and I sent out the I got the Scott's collectible. The remark from Scott's is because it was the Department of Truth, the blank file folder.
Oh, you got that?
Yes, when they dropped, I got one of those.
Oh. What's up, Will?
How's it
Will,
going,
what's
Paul?
going on, man?
Hey, how you guys doing?
Will,
Speaking of pops, damn, Will.
Yeah, Will's into pops. Chris is into pops. I'm like the least into pops, but we talk about all things here.
You guys make me want to get back into pops, and my wife would kill me.
No, I'm out. This is it. This is all I have behind me.
Is that it? What did you?
Trying to get rid of mine.
So Crisis is focused on Spider-Man. Paul, you have Spider-Man ones and a bunch of Marvel ones. I kept a couple personal things, but it's nothing. It's like Peanuts and Sesame Street, like weird stuff. What about you, Will? What are those?
Marvel. I've got the Blacklight Marvel ones up here. Marvel and Star Wars primarily.
Dude, those are badass.
And then I've got some retro ones like My Pet Monster, because that was my thing when I was a little kid. I had a My Pet Monster stuffed animal, which my son has now. So
that's awesome. That's awesome.
Oh,
nice.
Oh, is it movies?
Yeah, movies. Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes.
Yeah.
I went to the stash, because it's close.
Wow.
I've got OG Space Ghost Coast to Coast, and I've got Zach, or what the fuck is his name? Gorak and
Gorak.
Yeah.
And the fucking praying mantis guy.
Gotcha.
Bracken Zorak.
Those were the ones that I regretted selling.
Those were SDCCs from a
while
while
I had
back.
the translucent Space Ghost and the normal ones. I just always wanted them to bring out a Moltar, and they never did it.
No, Bracken Zorak were the only ones that they did outside of Space Ghost.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Paul, how many people can get added into this chat?
Will, do you have any idea with StreamYard?
This is the free one, right?
Yeah.
I think 6 total.
Okay. That's pretty solid.
Because I think on mine, I have the paid one. I think I can do up to 10 people on mine.
Nice. All right. Yeah,
I
might
was
have
doing
to
the
get
paid
into
one
that.
for a little bit. Yeah, if we start having parties,
Yeah, so Will, like, you think I have a lot of knowledge. You haven't met Sam, and then somebody at like one of his local shops, his name is Ish. He does comic sense, right? Yeah, comic sense. And guy's unbelievable. Like these are the guys.
I know I joke, Paul is like my 411. Anytime I need to have an answer and he's hanging out in my chat, I'll be like, hey, Paul, what is this? And he has the answer within 30 seconds for me.
Paul is my artist whisperer and my con whisperer. And he connects.
Will to go to Planet, so.
Oh, yeah.
I'll alert you on a hot book, Paul, but you know every single person I feel in the up-and-coming industry right now.
Oh, man. Oh, okay, so we were talking Land of Living Gods.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so, yeah, what have you heard on this? What have you experienced with this?
So I guess for me, I think it's open up a discussion about what we're seeing in the market maybe a little bit. Like, this is the second book in the past week or over the past 2 weeks where people aren't even seeing the interior. They're just hearing about either an option or a character debut and paying crazy amounts of money. Like, is this going to be a continuous trend? And then, I don't know even what to think about Land of the Living Gods because I haven't read it. The synopsis sounds cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I think somebody had the PDF. I think Fizz read it, and like a few people did, but like, and they said it was pretty good actually. But I think so. What I've heard is one of the major retailers, as soon as FOC ended, they bought up everything, and they're creating a false sense of FOMO. And it's on. They might have gotten wind that it could be an option movie, like I mean, option book, and they're kind of stockpiling. So if nobody has the first prints for a while, and then all of a sudden, you know, one specific retailer gets them all, well, you will know who stockpiled all this stuff. And I kind of made I sent a text to one of my peoples at Aftershock, and he's not a low man on the totem pole, and he confirmed that one retailer did do that. He bought them out of every bit of stock that they had there, and if you are looking for the incentive, like, don't pay crazy amounts now, because in about a month he's going to be putting them up on their site. So just I would keep it kind of close, but yeah, that's what's going to happen.
I think the one
That's the one today from Chrissy's link. So
they're $15. That's what they are normally. So that's, you know.
I missed the incentive from the link because I was working, but I grabbed. Thank you for letting me know about the 2A covers, because I think I messed up by not ordering every single time. Who was posting them? Not Tom.
Yeah, somebody was posting them. Yeah, Will, if you go to your local shop on Wednesday, try to pick it up. Land of the Living Gods.
Yeah, I told my shop when you had sent me that message, I was like, oh, I'll have them pull something aside for me.
Yeah, if you could get it kind of reasonable. Like my shop wants 51 for the incentive this week, and like I told them to put it aside originally, but like at 51. You know, it's less than eBay right now, but like, I haven't read the book. Like,
yeah,
you know, I did get Black Panther 3 ratio for $20 the week before, but
yeah. Wait, is this the book, Chrissy, that has no words?
no, that's Step by Step.
Yeah,
Step by Bloody Step is that one, right?
Yep.
Which I think might be a book that I just missed out on.
It's
No,
got some
no,
great
FOC's not
reviews, though.
Exclusives.
Oh, well, exclusive wise, yeah, but
There's not that many. Like, I haven't really seen any of their exclusives sell out for Step by Bloody Step. You could probably get anything that you want still.
I think I'm just dragging my feet. I want the corners.
The
I thought that was a
one's really good.
beautiful cover.
yeah,
And,
comic corner and comic book dealer.
Yeah, I grabbed Remarked Ivan Tao from Jordan.
Yeah, I really like that cover.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the 1 in 10 with the it goes across both covers, the front and back. That one's really good.
Is that the gold one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like that one also. Yeah. But
I just
Image
think it's
isn't
kinda
doing any more
crazy,
reprints. What's that?
But it's been getting great reviews from the people that have read it. So
Has it?
yeah.
I don't know how you spend $200+ on a book that you haven't read. You know?
So you mean like
Fish?
What's up, Ish?
Live Age of Palladians medals?
What up, Sam?
What's going on?
Paul, Crisis, Average.
How's it going?
How's it going, man?
So, I mean, you're right, Crisis. Like, We Live, Volume 2.
You don't really know what the story is
for a
about. I
medal.
was just being facetious.
No, I hear you. Like, at least we know what we're getting with We Live, but to pay $200 on Land of the Living Gods,
Oh hell no!
or to go out there and just nothing against the shop.
You're talking about that exclusive.
I am ish, but
You were
I'm
bothered
just,
by that, man.
I mean, I'm just maybe a little concerned about where we're at in the market. Like, good for them. I'm really happy that they.
Well, I mean, shout out to Dale Altman.
Yeah.
Like, I definitely want to see him as a local artist. I definitely want to see him shine.
Shout out to Dale. Shout out to 3D. But like, from a buyer's perspective, you're buying a book for $200+ that just has an option. Everything has an option from Aftershock, I feel. You know?
Well,
so like,
Doesn't yet.
I mean, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say it doesn't have an option.
Oh, I thought that's why people were going crazy about this
No,
book.
but Aftershock got an injection a couple years ago of tons of money which is why their books are so high quality. Their intention is to be in other forms of media. They have like a media conglomerate behind them that's kind of.
Aftershock is located in a movie studio between two like major studios
Yep.
in Atlanta. So that's a lot of the books. Silver City, for instance. Silver City, a lot of I think one of the studios really wanted to make that a movie, but it wasn't very well received in the comic world. So they're kind of like, Aftershock kind of wants to drop it. I would love to see more story personally, but
I thought Silver City was all right.
I liked Silver City, but
Yeah.
they said that it didn't sell out at all, like at all. And the numbers were so low, it's like one of their worst selling books, honestly. And it's like, oh, well. But what are your thoughts on Land of the Living Gods? Do you know much about it? Like, I know you have a lot of knowledge, but.
Land of Living Gods?
Yeah.
Well, I covered it on one of my shows when I ordered it on FOC.
Okay.
I just know that it's a creative team out of Africa. And pretty much what everyone else knows, the synopsis that everyone else knows. I don't know what made this book catch fire before it came out.
It's
No
just
clue.
$20 for cover A's.
Yeah, like 30 in some cases.
Yeah.
I just let people do like a pre-claim and it went in minute.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I was saying even like my local shop, they want 51 for the ratio, which Aftershock, they're usually like 12 to 18 tops for a ratio for that. And
I mean, unless it's a we live ratio. But yeah, 51.
51 for an Aftershock ratio, 1 in 15. I mean, nah.
And that's crazy because Aftershock 1 in 15s aren't even really 1 in 15s.
Nah.
They're like you get 6 for every 15 you order. You know what I mean? So they're not even 1 in 15s.
Well, like, dude, like we had this conversation a while back. Like, looking at the trends in the market, is this sustainable? Like, you just had Black Panther come out. Well, let's go back. You just had Hulk come out. That was Hulk 3, super expensive on week 1. The incentive was expensive. Then you go to Black Panther. It's doing stuff that I don't think we've ever seen before.
No, we haven't.
With that ratio. And now you have this book coming out with astronomical prices. Like, is 2022 just different?
You already know my opinion on it.
I get
We've
it.
had this conversation. We're in a renaissance, so it's kind of like we have to take it as it comes. We don't know, right?
Yeah.
Like we really don't know.
Wasn't the 1 in 25 for Thor 21 like over $100
Thor 2
opening week?
Yep.
So
Yeah.
and then the big talk now is too about Hulk 6. That's going to be, I know my shop. I was talking to my shop. He's had people who don't even have sub boxes come in and want to set up something to get orders because our shop is like one of the only ones that's in the area. So I don't know. I mean, it's insane because didn't we have this with Shadecraft when Shadecraft came out? I know that there was talks before Shadecraft came out that was optioned.
Yeah,
but that book was over $20 on opening day as well. So it's been a wild year.
Well, I wonder, and I would ask, is this a natural progression? Sam and I have talked about before, and I kind of cover it sometimes. In like 2018, we entered this era where every week you can get a book that triples cover price by the next day. And it's been that way since like 2018. If not every week, at least 3 weeks out of a month, you can go to a local comic shop and you can get a book that 2 days later is a $15 book. And I wonder if what we're seeing now is just like the natural progression from that point in 2018, because it's been consistent.
Doesn't this feel different though? I think it feels completely different. Like it's that on steroids, man.
Yeah.
So nobody's read the story, and people are freaking out. It's an Aftershock title. It's not Marvel. There's no connected universe.
Yeah.
What? I don't know. At what point are the readers going to get burnout and be like, oh, well, you know what? I wanted to read it, but you know what? I'm not buying a $20 book. I'll wait for the reprints, or like just completely forget about it.
You know what though? I agree with you, Paul, but I don't think every shop is employing that. Let me charge you resale for the book. Like I'll plug you right now, Ish. Like you guys put claims up at cover for this book.
25% off cover.
25% off cover. And there will be a lot of other local shops that just either fill subs or, put them right on the shelf. Like I know where my pull is at Pulp 716. They just put them
You're
right
just
on.
gonna put them on the shelf
Exactly.
with the racial variants mixed in.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They will do that.
Yeah.
But I think that there's enough shops out there that it will build a readership. But everyone's hungry right now for a hit. But the hits are coming fast. Like Will, you made a really great point. Like Hulk 6 is going to be a big one. Thor 6, I think, or no, Black Panther 6. They're already touting as like the second Tosin story. So it's going to be crazy.
I don't know that people are going to start reading Aftershock books.
I think We Live changed that, Ish. You don't think?
People didn't read We Live.
Yeah, but they did after they realized.
We read Relive.
No, there's a lot of people that haven't read it that have just been buying.
We just bought it.
Yeah. We read it early.
Yeah, day one.
Paul read it early.
I've been preaching the good word of We Live for.
Yes, Paul.
Since it was We Die.
Yeah, Paul, I'm kind of jealous of some of those We Lives that you have.
That's why Paul knows the Aftershock execs.
I remember reading that book the day it came out and telling Trobes, saying to him after I read it, because Trobes doesn't read. So I remember reading the book the day it came out, and I told him, I'm like, yo, this book, like it hit, see, man. Right. How do I get that from you, man? What I gotta do, man? I got an arm right here. I can't give up the leg though. You know what I mean? So I remember saying to Trobes, he was like, yo, Ish, like, what did you think about the book? And I'm like, yo, bro, it's like a punch in the stomach. It's so, that scene when you realize that she doesn't have the bracelet on, and the way that they do it, like they don't tell you. It's just you look and you're like, hold on, wait a minute. You have to stop reading because it really hits you. It's tough. Yeah, man. You know what? Unfriended. I'm unfriending everybody.
Oh man, I had to.
Yeah, man. This guy has all the books. Hashtag all of the books.
Well, so that is maybe one of my favorite pieces that you have. That first page ever of We Live. They're bringing more of that art out, right?
They had a bunch of pages, Trinity.
They were up there for several days too. I didn't have the funds for it at the time, or I would have bought one, but they were up there for a couple of days.
The first page for me honestly set the tone for the book. And like ever since I saw it, like I reached out to Inaki himself and I said, I need your art. Like I need a page. He wasn't selling the first like cover, the fold out at the time. But he's mostly digital. So that's a print, it's a 1 of 1, but like that specific piece called it for me. Like that was it. So like I needed that. I would have loved to have had the Fallout looking pages, like the little cartoony things explaining the whole entire what's going on. But I don't have those kind of monies.
No, so with We Live, right, and it's a perfect example, right? We're talking about a gorgeous book, probably one of the better stories to come out in the past 2 years. And people weren't lining up. Remember, Sam, months after this book came out, I ordered every cover off Diamond. I cleaned Diamond out in like July of 2021 and sold sets to like our live stream because nobody was reading. It was still just sitting on Diamond. I ordered 1 through 5? Every cover. I cleaned them out. Nobody was really buying the book. Nobody was really reading the book. And this is their best story in some years.
Well, that's when you and I really started talking because like we talked about Something is Killing the Children.
Mm-hmm.
And then we connected on We Live. And I told you I was buying a ton up from my comic shop because they just kept putting number 1s out. And you're like, I'm ordering that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I have a ton. Every time you brought in a first print,
you bought it. You took it.
Yeah, I took it.
You're like, I'm buying
every
that.
time.
Yep.
Yeah, it was very much the same way with that. My shop had probably, they had a stack like this of first prints when the third print was out. Like nobody was buying them. I kept buying them. Same with when number 5 came out, first print. I stocked up. I have like 5 or 6 of those just from cover because I didn't want to take all of them from everybody. I wanted people to actually read the story, but I'm not letting them sit on the shelves because number 5, it's like the key of all keys for that book. I wanted to get more, but yeah. It took like 2-3 weeks for them to actually sell out that. And then people started catching on slowly. The trade came out,
So then here's the question, and I'm curious to know y'all's opinion. Can an independent company not named Image or Boom create a sustainable book? A book that people are going to read outside of like a shared universe?
That's tough.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's difficult.
That's
I mean,
what they
I
want
hope
to do if we live, but
I
I
wanna
don't know if it's going to work with Aftershock. I would love to see it work, but
I want to keep reading more We Live and Bunny Mask. I got really into Bunny Mask. I hope I know they're doing Hollows with that, and I hope they keep on with that. I'd like to read more Vinyl.
Vinyl was
Oh, I
good.
liked Vinyl. Yeah, I enjoyed that a lot.
Never Never. I wish that was more than 5
Never
fucking
Never.
books. That was a great series.
You Never Never was what Nottingham should have been.
I love Nottingham. But
Stop it. Hey, you're getting a second volume of that.
Don't get us started on Nottingham.
And a free comic book day.
listen, I'll tell Shane. I know Shane.
I to answer your question, I guess I don't know. Like, Something is Killing the Children was lightning in a bottle, man. It came at the right time. It was the right combination of art and story, and that I think is what made Boom into what it is right now. We wouldn't be talking about Boom most likely
I
without.
think Once in Future is also a part of that.
Oh, I agree, but like, Boom is a powerhouse, I think, because of Something.
And Once in Future is a better book.
Power Rangers.
Here's the better book.
I love Once in Future, but Aftershock, they don't have that book yet, you know?
Hi.
Like, Aftershock, their book is We Live for all purposes right now, and you're saying people still aren't reading yet. We can get there, but I don't know. We'll see what Volume 2 brings, you know?
I mean, look at it. It went from what, no exclusives to I mean, they were putting out exclusives for 5, and they finally started putting out exclusives as reprints for 1, and now there's what, 20 something exclusives for the Age of Palladians, and some of them are even selling out.
And it's got two different books.
The black and white, yep.
I think is it only the Comic Corner that's sold out of?
Yeah, right now.
Comic Corner sold out. I know Metals are selling out, but I haven't seen anywhere else sell out of trades like Raws.
I'm out on the exclusives.
The Santa Fungs sold out, I believe.
Yeah, unfortunately, like I love a lot of the covers, but at the same time, I can't
There's
keep up with
too
all
many.
of them.
It's too much. Like
Way too much.
They water it down by letting that many people do.
Department of
exclusives.
Truth.
Well, Something's Killing the Children is what killed it for me.
Children.
Yeah, Something's Killing the Children 16. I had to get every single one of those damn covers.
Oh, did you?
Oh, I got every single one of them. And after that, I was like, yeah, I don't need any more exclusives. I'm
Well,
good.
imagine how 21's going to be in 2 weeks from now.
Oh, it's and they haven't announced anything that are supposed to be exclusives yet, right?
I don't think they can do an exclusive for 21.
Yeah, you're gonna see.
No, they'll do
there's
it just
two
like they
of
did with
them.
16.
You're going to see a good amount of exclusives for 21 just from those approved shops. I've seen 4 of the covers so far. And I believe other folks that I know have seen more. So we'll see the typical names that get those exclusives and the same artists putting some stuff out. I don't think it's going to be nearly as bad as 16, which was overkill.
Well, because James Tinian has to approve the shops, right?
It was like some crazy Boom process where you had to be one of these like vetted shops to
like
get
have a
into
certain
it.
amount of books, and it's like a contract you have to sign. And
Yeah.
and then you can't even pick your own artist. You sign up for the
You
exclusive.
pick what book you want.
You pick the book, and whatever artist they have covers for, that's who gets it. Like that's what happened with Jay Lee and Oasis and a House of Slaughter cover. That was supposed to be an Oasis cover, but then Boom was like, nope, it's ours now. And that's how it became a non-exclusive.
It feels like a pay-to-play type situation, but you're not paying. You just have to like play by their rules. Or, I don't know. It's really weird. Or have to be a favorited shop.
Yeah, because I think there's like 8 right now that were floating around, 8 covers that were going to be exclusives. So
Too many.
And
Yeah, I'm out on those too.
there's
Listen,
a couple of them that
If
look
it's not
nice
an X-Men
from what I saw.
exclusive, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm
Hi,
good.
Chrissy.
Hi.
Look at that slab wall.
Yeah, I'm looking at the slab wall myself.
Did you switch it all out for foils or no?
No, I only have
See some Department of Truth down there.
yeah, I only have 2 foils up there. I'm lagging.
Listen, I gotta up my comic game. Like, am I hanging out with the wrong people? Like, every time I turn around, y'all got dope stuff. I need to up my game.
No, you got the real cool stuff.
Oh,
That's why I'm bringing you into the fold, Ish, of a varied group of people.
that's awesome. I appreciate it. Nice to meet y'all, by the way.
Will is a YouTube star.
Oh, we want to get all your books.
Oh boy.
Listen, I'm on Whatnot, and Paul's like, yeah, I got like 299s of that. I'm like, what?
Oh no, not nines. I don't know.
I'll get Cole. We'll do a burglary at Paul's house before he hits my house.
I'll do it after. Like, I have to steal Chrissy's Spider-Man Noir first, and then.
No.
Oh, that's a nice
Set
book.
my alarm right now.
Is that our Jim reseller? Any money to be made tonight?
Yes. Jim Reseller. He frequents the Aftershock happy hour chats.
Yeah, I mean, Jim, we talked about Land of the Living Gods all week, right? That's our money for this week, I guess.
Dude, I got so lucky today. I didn't have a single copy, and I just went on Google, which never works anyway, and I went to every listing on there, every shop, until I hit the A cover and that 1 in 15, and I was just like, okay.
So what did it cost you?
I got A for regular price,
Mhm.
and then I got the 1 in 15 for
15.
15.
Yeah,
I got the other
15.
one. There were only 2 up there. You
Oh,
got
that's
one.
good.
I got the other one.
That's good.
Their
That's
shipping was
really
kinda-
good.
When
their
you
shipping
posted
was like
that link,
$10,
Chrissy, I was
so
stuck
it
at
ended up
work.
being like $26 with shipping.
Mm.
But whatever.
so not too bad. But my shop didn't order any.
Oh,
so
wow.
Yeah, I have a feeling my shop didn't order any either. He doesn't really get the indies unless I ask him to, and I didn't know about it until it was past FOC.
Yeah, that's where my benefit is because my shop knows I order. Like I'm a sucker for number one, so he'll get one that I'm not even looking for. Like there was one I can't remember. It was it was more like a young reader one for girls, and he's like, "Oh yeah, this is number one. I got it for him." I'm like, dude, I get number ones, but not every single number one. I'm like, you know, I don't want this one. So
Probably
I
that
lucked out in
boombox
that
joint that
aspect.
came out about a month ago.
What's that?
That probably the boombox joint that came out about a month ago.
I didn't
Ish,
get
I
that
don't
one.
know if you're seeing the comments here.
I'm not.
But someone says that they want to know where the money is because you know where
Are
the
we
money
live?
is. And then Paul said, you're hiding stacks of cash behind that X-Men poster.
Who? I don't see these comments. Who are these people?
To the right, if you hit comments instead of private chat,
I see now.
yeah.
Jim Reseller. I want to talk to Ish. I don't know Jim. Shout out to Jim Reseller. Whoever that may be. Shout out to you.
I'm telling you, Ish, your reputation precedes you, and I talk about you enough. People know that you know where the money is.
Listen. Show me. I got the books on the wall. I got posters.
Get out of here. You pan that camera back. You're surrounded by books. You're sitting on money.
I've been to your house, Sam.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I've been to your house, bro. You trip over keys. Everybody out there, listen. You walk in Sam's house, you trip over key books. They're on the floor. You trip.
Oh man. So Ish, with FOC coming up, I know you do your own streams and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a few books coming up, for tomorrow. One of them, Little Monsters by Image. You know anything about that?
Not on FOC anymore.
No?
Nope. They bumped it.
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Oh wait,
Ish, so my question on that book, right, is do you think Lemire is going to have a big hit eventually on his hands? He keeps putting a lot of new stuff out.
Like he dropped like 4 books at Dark Horse all in the same month.
Mm-hmm.
Family Tree,
which hit, but that's an older one.
but it's a great book.
It is a great book.
Like it's really good. I think that could be the one, especially if it gets the exposure. Again, we know options only mean somebody bought the option, right? It could sit on Hollywood forever. But if that one gets produced, I think that could be the one. Not a high print run. Do I think he's going to put out? I don't know. I mean, I like Little Monster. They sent me a poster. It looks cool.
Maze
You know what I mean? Maze Book was all right. I like Maze Book.
I like Maze Book. It's a good story.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy, man. Like, it's really trippy.
Dead Box is pretty good, too.
Yeah, I like that one.
I didn't get the end of the first issue. Like, I felt like something was off with it. I mean, I've been pulling it, but I finally read the first issue, and I was like, what happened at the end?
So, Jim Reseller, I like the Spider-Gwen-verse book. I think we're going to see a bunch of new iterations of Spider-Gwen, multiversal iterations of Spider-Gwen. Some of them may stick. Sam?
No, finish, because I'm going to drop something.
Sam likes the book.
Yep.
So I like the book. I pre-sold it, so I'm ordering it. I would suggest at least have cover A.
So remember, and I don't know if everyone recalls the whole Gwenpool controversy. What was the first appearance of Gwenpool? You had Deadpool Super Secret Wars, right? Of which Chrissy has on her wall right there. Gwenpool in the Gwenpool costume, sitting on a pool floaty, and it was just a fun cover. And then you had Howard the Duck #1, right? Or was it 0?
Howard Duck #1.
#1 with the first appearance of Gwenpool. So if you look at where those books lie now, they're both very, very expensive keys. All Gwenverse go back and towards like the Secret Wars era, and you'll find a whole month dedicated to Gwen and other hero mashups in terms of variant covers. They had a whole month. So you had a Gwen Hulk, you had a Gwen Wolverine, you had a Gwen 2099, which I think is a
They're
really
doing it now.
Yep, a really undervalued and underrated one. There's so many. There was a Gwen Doctor Strange. There's just so many different ones that we're seeing on the front cover of the Gwenverse book. So if you want to get really ahead, snatch those up before people start catching wind. Paul's on eBay.
No, I'm not. I'm trying to mute Discord.
Yeah.
But I like the Spider-Gwen Gwenverse #1. I think we may get a character out of there that sticks. We may not, but when you introduce a ton of alternate reality versions of Gwen, you know how the Spider-Verse works. There's high potential that one of them we'll see again.
Mm-hmm.
Is that going to be like a mini or like an ongoing?
It's a mini.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many issues was that? Issue 5?
I believe it's 5.
Okay. Yeah.
I can look.
So there's a high ratio, the Momoko, right? Design.
The highest ratio is the 1 in 100. It's a 1 in 100 and 1 in 25. Yeah, it's the Momoko. So the best Momoko coming out this week though is at ASM 92. Did you see it?
Show me. Paul.
I put my tools in earlier and I have no idea what I bought except for 2 of those Spider-Verse books. I legit don't remember anything else.
Which Spider-Verse books did you buy?
Or the Gwenverse.
Gwenverse, okay.
Yeah, I got 2 different covers. I try not to do that anymore, but there were a couple that were really nice and it had a ton of covers. So it just, yeah.
Actually, I didn't see that one. Holy moly. Hold on.
The ASM 1 in 25?
Yeah, that's
92?
cool. Yeah,
It's
I'm on my black
great.
cover, so hold on.
What?
I'll get that up here.
When does that cut off ish?
Tonight.
Or yeah.
I already got it, Sam. Did you see it? You just saw it?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring
that
it
A
up.
cover.
Let's
No,
see.
I know you already got it, but give me another 88 deal.
If you want the 25, it's yours.
All right,
I'm not. It's not. I don't want it. I got it because I got 25 of those A covers. Did you see the A cover?
No, I missed it.
There you go.
Yeah, that's
It's a
awesome.
good book. Do
That's
you
awesome.
see the Derek Chew for number 2, the 1 in 25?
Of which book?
ASM number 2 when they restart the series.
Oh, I haven't seen it. I'm
There's
mad
a 1
about
in
the book.
25 by Derek Chew. It's freaking amazing.
Really? I'm going to look at it right now.
I'd still buy that.
Oh, yeah, it's the Goblin.
Yeah.
That's
Issue.
a good. Go on.
Actually, just check your phone on some of these orders.
Oh, you want some books?
Yeah. What you call it? Black Panther 3 is going to be heavily ordered, but I don't think it matters.
Nah, I don't think so.
Cover appearance, right?
Exactly.
So I've been toiling over whether that's going to be heavily ordered or not today. It doesn't have a racial variant,
No.
and it's a $5.99 cover price. I ordered 75.
Damn.
Well, because someone I know
98.
wants 10. Wonder who that could be.
What? Man, these people are hitting you up with requests. Crazy.
My company's keeping 10, and then Trobes and Johnny want 5. So then I have to have some for the stream.
I think it's a smart buy. Like, buy that book, have at least 5 copies, because if
What
that
do you
character
afford?
goes crazy, I mean, it's a big deal. What's up, Brian?
Shout out to the Comic Corner.
Aren't like second prints in general lower print runs anyways?
That was the case, but
Yeah.
now that they started adding like racial variants, incentivizing people to buy tons of them.
Yeah,
You know.
these giant keys. You've seen the history of it and everything like that. I mean, like look at Ultimate Fallout. You have the 1 second print. Him taking off his mask. That's still goes for 9.8. That's a $300 book. Or more at this point.
I think you get the second print, you send them into CGC immediately.
I sent in today my Ultimate Fallout second print, but the white one. So I didn't know it went up that much in value because I bought it for like $40 like
Yeah.
a year ago.
Oh,
And
wow.
so, okay, I'm just gonna get it pressed and graded because I don't submit a lot of stuff, but the value on that went insane in a year.
Wads.
Chrissy, I need your computer chair.
My Spider-Man chair.
That is awesome.
I have like a
I
broken
need
school.
I need the comic books.
Ooh, there we go, Ish.
Well, Jim, that was because it was listed as a 1 in 100, and then they changed it from a 1 in 100 to open order today, or probably Friday, I believe. But it was initially a 1 in 100. So I got to figure that out because we pre-sold 1 in 200 packages, including the 1 in 100. Now you're not getting a 1 in 100.
Just get them 100 of those.
I mean, we'll take care of them, but it's like,
So I think that's a good buy, though. All of those Punisher books. I saw you sold out of the 1 in 200 package like that
yeah.
the other day. But that Punisher book, I think, is going to blow up. I don't know if you've seen the Turkish variant that has been making
The
its
foil?
round,
No, it's a glow in the dark.
whatnot. Yeah, it's a glow in the dark original skull, all black cover, but it has been going for like what, $40 to $60, depending on.
So why do you like it?
Punisher is hot right now.
So
Yeah.
that timeless second print cover A,
Mm.
first appearance of that Punisher outfit.
Yep. I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah. Yeah,
Listen, I got a ton of those books coming in, so I got to talk it up.
that's a no. I mean, I know that's a good one. That's an underrated play.
I feel like these shows we shouldn't be able to do retailer talk, right? We should just be like kicking it.
Originally, I was going to have a comic corner in here, but
Say
now
again?
that.
Is the 1 in 50 the Bartel? Or
I
is
think
it?
he's talking 1 in 50 timeless.
Oh, for the second print?
Yeah, for the second print.
Yeah. I mean that was money before FOC even ended, right?
Radio Spaceman is coming from Dark Horse. I'm excited for that one this week.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that one.
I got both Hit Me and Radio Spaceman this week. I really like that Mike Mignola Radio Spaceman joint.
Is that Beefquake?
I think it is. Let's see.
Beefquake. Ish, that's Brian.
Brian. Brian who?
Brian Amy.
Oh, shout out to Brian Amy.
Let's see.
Haven't talked to him in a long time.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, Brian is a dope. So much knowledge on indie books.
I swear.
Crossover 12, speaking of Beefquake.
Beefquake is a bad influence on me because I bought 2 Japanese Miss Marvel exclusive books because of his post or his text message to me.
Oh, thanks, Brian. Yeah, man. Brian's knowledge on indie,
It's insane.
It's crazy.
And
Crazy.
he might be the best person I've seen to hunt rare stuff down.
Oh yeah.
Astonishing.
Yeah, you think you have the medal of We Live Number 10? Brian's gonna have the medal with the etching in it by the artist that no one else had.
Yeah. He's been a really great friend and a great resource to track stuff down. It's been really nice getting to know him.
Let's see. Does that come up?
Hey guys, I'll be right back.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm gonna hit the camera button.
This book is, you should just have at least one copy of this book.
Yeah. I mean, I know like 11 got like a lot of popularity.
Yeah.
I can't talk. Yeah, it got really big for that last scene.
I mean, I'm still pulling it. So for this issue, I think I got like an A and a B cover, which I'm not normally doing for the series right now. But I don't think I've read anything past 3, so I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, I've had the A cover on since the first issue, but I don't really get much more than that.
Okay.
Government names. Sorry for calling you out, Brian.
I have my stack I picked up today. I think I have some crossover in here.
No.
I got 1 copy of 11. 1. That's
Yeah, I've
it.
never really messed with crossover. I've got a few copies that were sent to me in mystery bags.
That's the one, right? That's the reveal at the end.
Should I open it up and check?
Yeah, do it.
It is the one.
Yeah, it's the one. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Somebody knows. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm still not moved by it.
So yeah, I crossover for me started off hot and it was fun and it has fizzled out. I still buy it, but that reveal just makes me go, okay.
The name is Crossover.
Yeah. Well, and so they revealed what an actual Donny Cates in the book, and now with this reveal, you get the Walking Dead universe. I mean,
Number 12 hints at what's the furthest place from here. So I figured Beefquake would want to know that.
yeah.
I have this in this stack too. I'm excited to read these tomorrow. I don't read anything, and I'm actually excited to read that. So put these over here. I'll read them at work.
Let's see. What else we got here? Holy crap. Yeah, we got Rogue Sun. We got Radiant Red. What do you think about the Radiant Black series?
Oh my gosh, it's incredible.
Since day one.
Yeah, I've always enjoyed Radiant Black. I've kept up with that one.
You know, I think the appeal for that, for us, for me at least, because I love the book, was that feeling you got reading Spider-Man as a kid. Like, that's how Radiant Black was treated. Like, it's superheroism at its best in image. It's so good. And then the potential for that universe is, I could see that thing on Amazon Prime as an animated series.
Kind of makes
That's
me
what I
want-
was thinking too.
Invincible style. That'd be cool, especially with them splitting off into the subverses now, with Rogue Sun and Radiant Red.
Yeah, Radiant Red, and then they got Inferno Girl Red dropping. See, Sam gets mad because I be doing too much, man.
Oh, boy.
Are you supposed to be asleep?
Yeah, so who do we get? We get Inferno Girl Red in that Supermassive that's coming out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Supermassive.
We get Rogue Sun.
Mhm.
And Radiant Black number 12, 11 and 12, we got Radiant Pink. Like tons of I like Kyle Higgins. I think Ordinary Gods is the best thing he's writing right now.
Ordinary
That's
Gods.
the one that's going to sneak up on people.
I
Yeah.
love Ordinary Gods.
It's so great. I have like 10 copies of every cover of every issue.
Those second prints are beautiful too. Like even just the covers, like I like those.
Yeah. Yeah, I was really high on Ordinary God. I read the first issue and I'm like, whoa, I was kind of amazed.
Yeah. It's super cool. I like anything that involves gods and
Historical
power
figures.
like that.
Mm-hmm.
Who's that?
We don't talk about ordinary gods. We just stack it.
We
Yeah.
stack it. There's certain books you just
Right.
you stack Stillwater, right? You don't talk about Stillwater. You just kind of
Just
sit on
stack
it
the number one.
and wait for that thing to blow like you know it will. You know what I
You know
mean?
what? I feel like that's what we were doing with Radiant Black, and the cat is out of the bag with that, But you just called out a ton of keys in that, and if you go back further in that series, my gosh,
Number 6,
number
big
two,
big book. Number 2,
number 2,
yeah. Number 6,
yep, number
Like-
6.
big books.
And I'll be honest with you, Radiant Black is a book where we go back to our old adage of you have to invest in the subsequent prints because they weren't plentiful.
Nope.
And they went under the radar, and there's some of the best covers out there, and there was some incentives
For second
that
prints.
no one
Connecting covers that are
Yes.
dope.
yes,
that are
That
dope. Like the
series.
first, all of the 1 in 10s from like the first, I think 2, 3, 4, they just connect.
and they're
They're
beautiful.
dope.
Yes,
But then again, they're 1 in 20. Every 1 in 25 of that thing is like the best 1 in 25 of the month.
yeah, yep, I agree with you, and they just keep getting better.
I skipped the one coming out on Wednesday, and I kind of regret it.
Is that the one that our buddy owns, the art for?
Oh, I have no idea.
Or was that the one a couple weeks ago?
I didn't know anybody that.
I don't
I
know.
somehow missed the second print of number 1. It just kind of slipped by me. You got a copy for me, Sam?
I'll have to look through my boxes, my friend. I'm pretty sure I should.
It's got like 1 million boxes.
You're gonna trip over it.
So, can we talk about Free Comic Book Day for a second? And I would love it if Brian from the Comic Corner could add into it in the chat. But I'm hearing stuff. I don't know if we want to give some stuff away, but one, we have 1 in 1,000 variants
Of X-Men, of all the Marvel Free Comic Book Days, have
All of
1 in
them?
1,000s.
Like what?
They only have 3.
Venom is real good too.
I hear that X-Men has a first appearance. There's rumors. The rumors are everything from Blade's daughter to like there's some rumors about that X-Men one.
Like, especially from a retailer perspective and then from a customer perspective, like I think it's cool to have different, opinions here. But like as a customer, I don't know if I would want to pay the $400 for a 1 in 1,000 on a first potential Blade's daughter or whatever. And then for you, like Comic Corner and you Ish, like you guys are paying quite a bit of money to get 1,000 copies in to even get there. Like, is that worth it or no?
Yeah, like Comic Corner just said, he's correct. I ordered 1,000 X-Men. I did not order 1,000 Venom and 1,000 Marvel Voices.
Okay.
I did order 1,000 X-Men.
Paul, would you like? Would you be after any of those? Like, would any of you go after 1 in 1,000 on a free comic book day book? I don't know.
I personally wouldn't, just because of the price of it.
For me, it's one of those things. Maybe later on. To be honest, I feel like the cost is too high for a chance on one of those books for that. You know.
Well, so for me, I'm an X-Men guy, so I want the 1 in 1,000, and I'm not going to sell the free comic book day books.
Sure.
Because I don't have a brick and mortar.
Mm-hmm.
So most of mine are going to go to, there's 2 charities in particular, and I just want to make sure the kids get them.
That's awesome.
So a lot of them, obviously every customer who orders from me is going to get the whole case. You know, I'm just going to give them to them. But then the rest we're going to give them to, Kim. We're going to give some to Kim's charity. And then there's another, I just want to get them in the hands of kids. So they'll be getting a lot of X-Men.
I'll be right back.
Well, there's also some really good kids books for free comic book day too, because I ordered a bunch for my nephews.
Yeah, there are some really good ones.
Yeah.
Some lesser known companies. I mean, you got Sonic coming. There's an Archie book. There's like most of the majority are kids.
I mean, there were a lot of kids last year too. I picked those up too, and there was one that was supposed to be made into a comic that I still haven't seen. I put it on my pull list for my nephew because he loved the TV show on Netflix, and then I've never seen it come out. It's supposed to come out in November or some shit. It was The Last Kids on Earth.
Oh yeah, you're right. I gotta pick that one up myself. There is a bunny mask.
There is a show. It's on Netflix for The Last Kid on Earth.
But there was supposed to be a comic coming out after the
gotcha.
And it was supposed to be in November, and it never did.
Gotcha. That's what I get for half listening whenever I'm
typing. I'm trying to get my cousins into comics, man. I'm going to make somebody in my family like what I like.
Well, that's what I'm doing with my son. My son is a big Kanto and Turtle fan, man. Anytime Kanto comes out, he's excited to get it. And then he's got the Sonic stuff. We get the trades of Sonic.
What's up with the TMNT? I know Brian said
TMNT? So Sam, can you hear? Can you hear me, Sam?
Yeah, I got you.
I'm gonna read it to you.
Oh, perfect.
And then you tell me what's up.
All right. I haven't looked at the synopsis yet.
So here is the TMNT free comic book day. The Ninja Turtles have broken out of the lockdown neighborhood of Manhattan known as Mutant Town. But which Ninja Turtles? As all new mutants terrorize New York City, enemies and allies of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles alike prepare for a confrontation greater than any that has come before. The Rat King's diabolical Armageddon game. The TMNT event of 2022 starts here.
Oh, yeah.
I was just stuck on that, but which Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? And then all new mutants, that kind of got me.
I mean, I'm a huge TMNT fan. I've been buying that book for quite a while. I think that, I mean, it'll definitely be worth getting and sitting on a stack. I'm talking.
To the microphone?
Yeah, to the microphone. You gotta go to bed.
I like free comic book day first appearances. I'm a fan of that.
What about, those anime books? You look back to what we were talking about in terms of One Punch Man from 2016. That book is out of control. Almost $1,000 in a 9.8.
Yeah.
I think that any of those, manga properties that show up in free comic book day, you just buy.
Brian, are you referring to Last Ronin? Which is like taking forever and ever. What book took longer than Last Ronin to finish? Was that stupid Spider-Man by that movie producer?
By J.J. Abrams?
Yeah.
That definitely took longer.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about.
Yeah, Last Ronin. Like, is anybody still in on Last Ronin?
Oh man,
The longest story ever told.
Yeah, I'm kind of like waiting to read it at this point. Like I'm collecting like the books just because I want to read them like together. I can't. It's too long apart.
It's gonna be like 3 Jokers
Oh man.
or like Doomsday Clock.
See,
Yeah.
I enjoyed Doomsday Clock though. Like that
I
was
like the
really
last
good to
issue.
me. No?
I love the last issue.
Oh
It's
yeah,
so
that's
great.
that's what I mean. I think the
You're muted, bro.
He's muted.
You're muted.
Can't hear you, Sam.
You have to
He's
unmute
going.
yourself.
Yeah, he's muted.
I feel like this is the Hateful Eight. The door. The door.
Still
Somebody hit
muted.
a hotkey.
Oh, let's see what did Brian say there.
Oh, the Jack Black book for a free comic book day.
Let's see.
So, Ish, you have a YouTube channel?
Nope.
No?
No. I just go live on my page. I try to
Okay.
go once a week.
He's got an awesome
Sam.
shop. Yeah, you got to follow him.
On what social media?
Comic Sense.
Oh, okay.
It's Facebook.
Gotcha.
See.
Want to give you a follow.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, it's with an X, one word, COMIXSENSE.
Okay.
And you're on YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I gotta follow you too, man. You gotta give me your info.
Ish, you should really get your own YouTube. Like the conversation that you had the other day, you went like live, you went spontaneous. Like you hit on all the points that I can't verbalize, but like it was so well put.
Listen, I really appreciated you in there, man. It was humbling. I appreciate it, man.
No, not at all, man. Like
It was very humbling.
like the whole cycle of everything. It's like, yeah, you do see it every 10 years. Like it's really easy to, like, to a degree, it's pretty easy to pinpoint when something's like a really, really big event. You know,
Mhm.
Marvel doesn't like to say, you know, oh, everybody's specking on this, so like let's bring in Mephisto because they just make it a joke, you know.
Right.
Everybody thinks Shuri's going to be the next Black Panther. We sure?
Right.
If
Right.
you want a curveball, you know.
Right. You don't get many Wakandan characters.
Yeah.
We got one recently under the radar in History of the Marvel Universe. We got Warbird.
Yep.
Or in the Marvels #5. Some people like to call that her first appearance. We got Warbird, but
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's enough Wakandan proper characters floating around the Marvel Universe that we can see a team.
Yeah.
I mean, they have mutants on Krakoa. They have, you know what I mean? There's enough of them.
Yeah. Let's see. Doctor Who and Electric Black. Electric Black still has to pop off.
I just want to say, I do not feel schmalky. Let me stop because he's probably a friend of yours, Dunn. He's probably like your boy. You're like, you know what? Let me stop.
Oh, let's see.
No hate on schmalky. My issue is you drop Electric Black, and before I get like #3, you're on Cherry Blackbird, and before I get #2, you're pushing. You know what I mean? It's like, dude.
Yeah, he has a little bit of a cult following. I get it. Yeah. I honestly, I don't really keep up with a lot of his stuff. Like, We Don't Kill Spiders. I love that cover art, so I started reading that. But I mean, I'm not all over it, you know.
The story's okay on it. Cover art's killer, but
I'm gonna read a children's story later. Don't worry. What's up, Don?
Brian,
Damn,
which Besh cover? How did I miss that?
Oh, that was I thought I saw that.
I did see it. I can't think of it offhand. I did see the cover.
I don't know if you've seen this YouTube video floating around recently over the past week about how bad DC is doing right now. It's made its rounds throughout like the comic book Facebook community. It's very interesting to see the sales decline and how they don't really have much in the top 50 of books that isn't Batman related. It's kind of crazy.
Well, when their best written book was Swamp Thing, you kind of know, you know what I mean? DC's in dire straits. I mean, they canceled the hottest new character to come from DC in a long time with Yara Flor. She had an organic following, right? Like people organically flocked towards Yara Flor. And they canceled that book.
Yeah,
Is Ollie in the warehouse?
Ollie is in the warehouse.
The only thing the literal only thing that I order from DC anymore is DC horror shit. Soul Plumber,
Black Label stuff.
Soul Plumber, Nice House. That's it.
She used Google, Dom. She Googled it.
I never have luck doing that. I just got really lucky today.
Oh, man. Let's see. Ish, are you still there?
I am.
Captain Carter. Any thoughts?
I love it.
Yeah.
Love it. So I love that book because I like first solo series.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always gonna scream first solo series, especially when people start to get priced out of the market on first appearances. First solo series are good alternatives. We knew she was coming, right? Like, What If was Avengers Forever #1, that 1 in 50 cover and that A cover. I would suggest everybody have that cover. See, Sam is getting at me, man. He never wants me to drop it. Like, she's first appearance in that book, first appearance on the cover of that book. I would have those books at some point in time. I mean, Marvel wants to do something with Captain Carter.
Yeah, that was a strong What If episode, honestly, in my opinion. You know, I thought that was a good take.
They want a relevant Sentinel of Liberty that is a woman, and rightfully so. I feel like that's a good move. You know, put her right next to they have 2 Captain America series coming out now, right? Put her right next to both of them. So I think that's what Marvel wants. It's another reason why I think that Star Brand character in that debuted in Avengers 52 is relevant. They need some leading ladies, and we're going to see them.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of been Marvel's prerogative to, introduce a lot more like that, make it not just your standard white guy.
I mean, I just think that that's a smart move. It expands your base.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially because they're in other forms of media. One of the big things that should be important to them is when people watch their media, right? Mm-hmm. They should be able to go to the store and find, if they're kids or they want to buy a comic book, they should be able to go to the store and find that character that they just watched in a movie or a television series.
Yeah,
it's good marketing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I buy the My Little Pony books. I buy them for my kid. And she'll sit there and read. So those and like the Archies, and she'll just read all day.
So what about the bronies? I only mention that because I just learned about bronies. I didn't even know bronies existed. Like I had no clue. None.
See, and I feel like because I'm a girl, I grew up with that stuff, so it wasn't like it's weird. But when the new series premiered, I went to every McDonald's to get the toys. I mean, I do stupid stuff like that, but I still have a belt. I had T-shirts, everything. And I was 20, I don't know, doing that stuff, and I thought it was fun, and it was nostalgic for me, which I think is what you guys were saying about the market trying to get over towards maybe women or children or something like that. But yeah, it was all in.
Yeah, but see, that's cool. This brony culture is amazing to me because these are Hell's Angels with My Little Ponies tattoos, and they're buying the books, and they're, you know what I mean? It's real for them.
Yeah, I don't know about the guys though, because I was spending a lot of time on 4chan when that kind of blew up, and people are weird.
The warehouse said, "Let's explore bronies more."
Let's see.
I guess.
Oh God.
Do a whole show on Brony. Yo, look at this.
Wow.
Yo, it's real. It is real. Like it's real.
All right. I think I've
Yo.
seen enough.
I don't. And then the warehouse is saying bronies over furries.
Yo, shout out to all the bronies out there that may be watching us. No disrespect to you.
Yeah,
It's
you do your thing.
Just
Oh,
want to
my
make
God.
it clear.
Gosh.
Listen,
All right, I think I'm going to call it a night. I got a busy
All right.
day tomorrow. Paul, thank you for having me on. It was nice
Well,
meeting
thanks for
everybody.
Nice meeting you.
Average Will, did I get your YouTube, man?
It's average
It's
will.
literally average will.
Average Will.
Average will
Okay.
for everything. Yeah.
I'm gonna find you and follow.
All right, man. I appreciate that. Thank you guys so much. Have a great
Nice
night.
meeting you.
All right. Yeah.
All right, so no more brony talk.
We scared Will off.
The comics corner definitely reiterated a really good point there with that Avengers Forever.
Yeah.
Just for anyone who's interested in Captain Carter, Avengers Forever #1. I would suggest the A cover or the 1 in 50 cover. She's on both of those covers. The 1 in 50 cover is probably gonna. You can still get the 1 in 50 cover now at an affordable price too, like
Those-
under $100.
They sold very quick.
The 1 in 50s.
Yeah.
Yeah, Diamond just did me dirty on mine. They're like, nah, bro, you can't have yours. They told me they were sorry and then gave me a credit.
So this was just shared to Comic Sense. So the Spider-Verse producers tease ties to the MCU multiverse.
Wait, what's Comic Sense?
Comic Sense, it's a group on Facebook. Some guy I know runs it with his
Drop a
buddies.
link in the chat.
But they had an interview on the Happy Sad Confused podcast, and they teased some ties to the wider MCU. That would be, I mean, we've talked about that before. Like, what if a portal opens up and you have animated Miles swinging in, he just transitions into a real person? That would be nuts.
Pass.
Quite frankly, I want a grown up Miles story. I'm kind of waiting for that when they make him like a little bit more experienced. Maybe not like I don't want to say dopey, but like again, like I like Miguel O'Hara. I like Superior just for the violent aspect. I would love to see him get like a little bit more than Peter does in the books, but also almost be a better Spider-Man.
I think what you could see is, if you think about the Spider-Verse movies, they're going to bring in Spider-Man from every single story ever. So you're going to possibly get Toby, Andrew, and Tom popping into the animated universe. That would be pretty cool. And to hear their voices.
Wonder if
I think that would be cool. I'm not so keen on seeing a cartoon guy swing into an Avengers movie.
Yeah, I
and be
know.
a real guy.
Yeah.
No, they'll do their own Miles thing eventually in the MCU.
So, but the problem with that I see is that how young Tom Holland is, they're going to have to bring him in from a different multiverse in order to explain why they're pretty much the same damn age. or we're going to have 8-year-old Miles swinging around.
Right. I mean, we've seen Miles' uncle.
Yep.
In a Marvel film.
Played by Donald Glover.
Yeah. The Prowler.
Prowler.
Was it a book coming out Wednesday? They're saying, does he get like a new? Hold on, Bobby Brown gets like another identity almost. Hold on.
Oh, you're talking about Amazing Spider-Man 88.
Yeah, the Beyond, I guess.
Why?
That Bay.
I kind of
Dot Bay.
briefly.
That
Yeah.
Bay.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they're calling it that, but
Dot Beyond.
Yeah,
no, it's just Bay.
Bay.
Well, yeah, on Diamond it's BEY. Yeah. That bad.
Oh, man. Yeah, I believe Ollie really wants a brony Spider-Man.
They do Amazing Spider-Man fans dirty. Marvel has no regard for the loyalty of Amazing Spider-Man fans whatsoever. They just do y'all. They're like, you know what? We got legacy number 99, legacy number 100, but it's really issue 99. They're not doing it this time, but they're going to hit you with like 12 covers, $9. Like, you know, then they'll do it again the next month because it comes out like every 2 weeks. Like, you know, we're just going to make an event.
I mean, we just had 75 that was an oversized book that was more expensive than the normal books. And now we're getting another one with one.
It was a $10 book with like 20 covers.
Yeah.
It's been hard to be a fan since 2017, I think.
Since the Clone Saga. Come on, Sam. You're being a little too kind.
No, man. I love Dan Slott's run. That decade was full of great stories.
All right, I'm not going to argue. I'm just going to say I'm not. I'm not. No argument. I have no argument with you because you're right. So I have no argument. I'm just going to say that we just got through Tombstone, and they're doing a brand new Spider-Man book. And who are we getting? Tombstone.
I've hated this run. I'm not necessarily thrilled with what I've seen about the next one so far.
Yeah, when you bring John Romita Jr. back, you're starting off on the wrong foot.
Well, the last new character we got before Goblin Queen, whatever the hell, was what, Kindred?
Yeah, we're Kindred.
Yeah, Kindred. So Kindred was teased in issue 1, right? Teased in issue 1 and finally revealed in issue 75. Like, are you kidding me? Man, it was a long journey for a terrible payoff.
The warehouse is saying Shadecraft over Spider-Man. I mean, I can't argue right now. I'd rather read Shadecraft. I loved Shadecraft. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, let's see. Noctera. You already know that. You know Sam's signed up.
Noctera is one of the best reads out right now.
Yeah, Vel the Sundog is my second wife. My comic wife.
Oh my God.
He's my comic wife.
What else is coming out? So we got Devil's Reign. I haven't read Devil's Reign, but 4 comes out this week.
Oh, comic dropping this week or on FOC?
This week, drop in.
Either or.
And then we got. So, what do you think about the Edge of Spider-Verse facsimile?
I mean, I got it.
Me too.
I skipped it. I wanted to get it, but I have the original.
I think I skipped it too, and I don't know why. It was one of those things I clicked on and then I like deleted it from my cart. No idea.
Yeah. I find myself like picking them up years later, you know, maybe.
Yeah, I don't see it being hard to find.
Yeah, I ordered it because I don't know. There's this weird trend where facsimiles are becoming hot.
That new
Real hot.
There's a few weeks ago.
There's an interesting one on FOC now. I don't like to do FOC talk before Tuesday morning.
No, that's why I'm talking about what releases this week.
Yep. There's an interesting one on FOC now, which is surprising to me. It's Conan #1.
Yep.
But it's a second print. It's a facsimile edition second print, which is like a first.
Huh.
That surprised me when I read that.
Yeah.
I will be ordering a couple.
I ordered it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that.
Yeah, it was weird. I'm like, wait a minute. It's the second print of a facsimile? Okay. We'll grab it.
Mm-hmm.
No one, not too many people are probably gonna grab that.
I still think the winner for this week is that Mandalorian cover. Even though it's been, they filled reorders.
Dropping this week?
Yeah.
Man of Living Gods is gonna win the week.
Well, yeah. I'm talking about Marvel.
I have to look at what I actually bought.
It'll be a hot week, man.
That Star Wars cover is coming in.
You got that Star Wars cover. You got Avengers 53 that has rumors around it. You got Black Panther 3, the Just Go. Moon Knight.
The thing I like about Avengers 53 is not even what we discussed, right?
Yeah.
I like that if 52 is a cameo of Star Brand because she's just on that last page.
You get a
and
full.
53 is going to be a first full.
Yep.
And I like Star Brand right now.
Mhm.
I think, as I said yesterday on my video, I think we've got 3
Yep.
hero characters that debuted this year: Lyra Bloodstone, Tosin, and then adult Star Brand in
Yeah.
Avengers 52, which everybody slept on. Everybody slept on Avengers 52. And you get a full-fledged adult Star Brand on that last page. I think that is the biggest thing about Avengers 53. I know Comic Corner's mentioned the Red Panther, but it's not a new Panther, right? It's just pretty much like another costume.
No, I don't know about
Nobody
that.
really knows. My buddy picked it up already, and I think he was skimming through it, and it doesn't say it's Tosin. It doesn't say.
I don't think it's Tosin.
Yeah, but it doesn't actually refer to anything except like Red Panther, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, then that's a double key.
Yeah. So.
Yep. Yep. Mhm.
There's that Monkey Prince gold foil that I keep seeing everybody talk about, so I picked that up.
I think that's a big hit.
Which one?
Monkey Prince.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that book a lot. It's interesting. It's unique.
Did you see what that 1 in 25 of the Asian
Heritage one.
Asian celebration is doing?
Yeah, the celebration. It's crazy. I don't know. I like the character. It's DC, so I always say that with like a little bit of a reservation. But
Yeah, because DC put out more keys in 2021 than Marvel. Like tons.
true.
And they're not ringing any bells yet. Don't leave
They're
them on the table, but they're not ringing any bells.
Yeah, but this cover and the envelope and the presentation, it's just a really cool book.
Let's see, what else do I got?
Ryan from the Comic Corner, you got to start just messaging me your spec, bro. Pre-FOC. We'll just have powwows. No one even has to know that Comic Sense and the Comic Corner even know each other. In public, we can pretend like we don't even know each other. We can just behind closed doors, just, you know what I mean? Trade spec pre-FOC.
In a way, that happens through me sometimes. Whatever it is, that's fine.
And that's my problem. I just buy whatever these guys tell me to buy, and then I end up with like weird stuff, and I just don't read it. So I just have stacks of books.
Yeah, I got those. Listen to Ish. Listen to Sam.
If Ollie says to buy something, I just buy it generally. But then that weird thing where Sam joined that Facebook group and I got the notification. And so I asked about it and I was like, oh, I am an admin. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I still haven't logged into that.
That's the whole reason that I even hunted down those books today. I was like, I can't be an admin for a group if I don't know what it's about.
And also not have the incentive, you know?
Exactly. So I don't know. I pre-ordered one on like the Comixology and Kindle, like, or one now. So I pre-ordered one on there just to read it, but I have no idea.
The one to have is going to be the Ambassador Edition. Like Aftershock sends those ambassadors out, and they get like one per store, and they get like 1 or 2 for damages.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you can have one of those, that'll be the cover if anything actually does explode with this.
See,
Aside from the ratio.
that's why I went to pick up my polls today to ask if they had one or if they were going to get one, because I got the bunny mask one from my shop. But he didn't order any. He said he had no idea if he was getting any of those. So, oh well.
Yeah. When I talked to one of my peoples, he said that they actually don't, like, the shop gets these books, but they can hold them. They don't have to sell them. It's just like a gift almost.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I bought one of the bunny masks in the shop. They sent the other one to CGC to get graded. And
Nice.
So I have, I don't even buy bunny mask. I didn't even read it. I have one lying around here somewhere though. So
Nice.
Hey, the warehouse.
Shrunk.
The warehouse. I used to have 2 kids. I had to give one up. So that's your answer.
So, Ollie, I've been putting my picks in the chat for free for you. Have you not been paying attention?
Got to subscribe to Sam's OnlyFans.
That's what the subscription service is going to be
It's
called.
Only
Only Sam's.
So Paul, the show I did yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Normally Sam and I do those shows, and I'll be on the show, and I just love the spec, and Sam will be like, like no, don't talk about it. Surprised he wasn't in the comments yesterday.
That's because what we talk about. Sometimes we talk about the ones where you're like, we got to go buy more of those, and then you're like, let me drop this hot spec on you right now. And I go, let me go to eBay first. What are you doing?
You go to eBay and people are already like, you see like 5 sold listings before the stream is over.
It's gone. It's gone.
Then you're going on, you're naming books, and I'm like opening new tabs. I'm like, okay, remember this book, remember this book.
No, it happens all the time. Like it happens.
That's what's happening. That's why I look at Ish sometimes about like the picks. Like,
wait, where did all my tabs go?
No, stop.
You're like, wait, Ish, I don't have 50 of those yet.
You know what is interesting though, in Ish, I was talking to Don about this, and I put it in our chat because we're all in the Discord. This is the Discord group I tell you about. This is everyone, not everyone. There's like a million of us, but like this is
the important ones.
the one I'm not in.
the one that you're invited into, but you're not in. Yes. So. Did you see Key Collector started posting WWE variants?
Really?
Yeah. I'm not happy about it.
Yeah, I know you're not.
I know you're not.
I know. Listen.
I know.
Listen. Key Collector is watching. I said it. They're watching.
I don't understand. Don and I were talking about them on Whatnot. We're like,
that's the thing. You talk in front of your phone. They're always watching.
They're always watching. Someone has to do a full wrestling comic stream, and they'll make a fortune. And then the next week, they're dropping hard to find Rowdy Piper variants on Key Collector. I'm like, son of a.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stop until there's a section on Key Collector that says Ish's picks. Like that's my goal. No, I'm kidding, but.
Comic Corner. Didn't we order like 1 million of those though? At cost?
Oh, the High Republic Avengers?
Mm-hmm.
I know a secret.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Sam's gonna hush me up.
I don't have 1 million followers.
Love that book. Everybody have those books.
Have those books.
Have them.
I mean, we just posted the article that talked about High Republic Adventures turning into a cartoon.
Yep.
That's
yep.
That's money. They're printing money right there.
Another article where a writer confirmed that the Acolyte is in the High Republic series, but the key thing in that article for me, and I posted it in Comic Sense, was the explanation behind High Republic. And they stated that the High Republic universe exists for writers to expand the Star Wars universe without being restricted to the current medium, the current media that's already out there. Like they're confined by the fact that Return of the Jedi exists and all these properties exist. So they can kind of push Star Wars forward through High Republic. So it's like an open world sandbox that everyone can play in. So everybody should go get High Republic.
So Comic Corner, I think that Dark Horse getting the rights, they're just taking over, and they'll be publishing all of this phase 2 because everything's ending, I believe, and phase 2 is going to be set 100 years before the current phase of High Republic. So I think they're just going to take on all these new books and all these new titles going forward.
And Dark Horse just got purchased too by a European company. And what's interesting about what Comic Corner is saying is that if you look at the IDW books, right, they start putting Disney. You see the IDW books, the word Disney is on that book. And I guarantee you the word Disney will be on those Dark Horse books as well.
100%. And what's interesting about the fact that they have Disney on a lot of those IDWs is that, you know, people have been searching for an in-canon Ahsoka appearance. They happened in IDW already. Like, they're underrated keys that I think people should be grabbing.
Yeah.
You can get all the High Republics, like the whole catalog now.
You should.
Yeah.
You should go get it right now. And you know what, Comic Corner? That's a really good point. I wonder if Dark Horse will make it easier to get more exclusives. The High Republic exclusives that have been released are a lot of them are big money, especially the annuals that just happened. Like those are crazy prices. Vampirella, would you or wouldn't you?
I wouldn't. Listen, I did a rant a couple days ago on a live stream about Dynamite books. I'm not going to do the rant now, but I'm good on that. I like OG Vampirella for sure.
That's like a Grail book, a Vampirella
Yes.
1.
Yes.
I would love it.
OG Vampirella, absolutely. Dynamite Vampirella,
Who's
pass.
John Doe?
Sounds like
Well, you
Cole.
know, hence the name.
Listen, I'm going to pass on Vampirella, Barbarella, Hell Sonia, Nyx,
Draculina.
Draculina, Beastaria, any you name them, Panthera. I'm passing on them.
No, I mean, I feel like for me, anything Dynamite, I'm just not doing unless it's a cover that I personally like, and I just buy one of them. But I just haven't enjoyed anything from Dynamite.
Well, there's a book on FOC this week. The Boys #3 Platinum Edition. Platinum Foil Edition. I like that book.
Kiss, Kill, Mary.
Zadie.
Yo, I feel like the warehouse is gonna end cap everything with Spider-Man. It's gonna be like Betty Veronica's Spider-Man. like, yo.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Zadie's in high school. Just saying that.
Oh, from Shadecraft?
Yeah. Oh man.
You got some more for us, Pa?
I don't know. I'm pretty shot. I could read my children's my children's story to you guys.
Please do.
That is ridiculous.
These big nuts.
At one point ish, Paul wants to do a stream where he goes through a box, and we tell him, does he sub it or doesn't he sub it?
Pretty
And
much,
why?
I won't sub anything at all, because no, it's all unworthy.
Oh, I'm down. That would be fun.
I think that would be fun as all hell,
That would be a lot of fun.
I have
right?
to figure out my Something Killing the Children. I have plenty that I can sub, and then I have like tons of We Live, but also I have a lot more random books. But I have to
You
figure
got a nice Something Is Killing the Children run?
yeah, well, most of them, yeah.
Yeah. Sub them.
Yeah.
Sub those. Sub everything below 15.
When would you sell?
Something Is Killing the Children?
Yeah,
When a trailer hits.
Well, I mean, I sold a run already,
yeah.
but I'm sitting. Well, I have a run with everything in it that I'm just gonna keep. I'm giving it to my daughter, but I would sell. That's tough. It's like Stray Dogs, right? Everyone sold Stray Dogs, and I think they sold too soon. Like way too soon.
Oh, I have to tell you. Ish,
Way too
about
soon.
that.
Say again.
I have to tell you about Stray Dogs, but keep going.
Yeah, I think people sold way too soon on Stray Dogs. I think there's so much more money sitting in Stray Dogs. I think it's going to be the most dynamic animated film that non-comic book people have seen in a long time. And they're going to be going to look for a book, especially that A cover, that there's not going to be enough supply to meet demand. And that thing is going to take off. Like, it's going to pass the exclusive covers. It's going to take off.
You're saying is I went from like holding all of my books to selling all of the wrong ones.
The Stray Dogs, you sold them all?
I still have plenty, but I mean,
I have
like, I had an
7
Aspen, I had
run.
1A, I had a 1B. I sold those 3. I have another 1A or 1B.
I have like 7 full runs of that I didn't move any of them because I'm like, wait a minute, the animated property is going to be so different than anything. I'm talking non-comic people, than anything anyone's ever seen before. And when they see that and they realize there's a book and they go looking for it, that's when you want to sell that. Because that A cover, I'm going to tell you about Stray Dogs. I remember when I ordered that book. The thing about Stray Dogs is the A cover was significantly under ordered because people liked the horror movie covers.
Mm-hmm.
And so the horror movie, same thing with Something Is Killing Children, like I talked about yesterday. Everyone bought that Frisson cover. And now it's the A cover that's the one you want. But everyone bought that really cool Jenny Frisson cover. Same thing with the Stray Dogs cover. Everybody bought horror movie covers. And those A covers were significantly less ordered in less quantities.
And I think we're seeing a different wave of resale right now, like especially with these option properties that we know are actually going to come. So you've got the wave where everyone's trying to snatch them up. You have now a downturn in Something Is Killing the Children and Stray Dogs and a couple other books that we were all trying to stack like crazy. And we've graded them, we're sitting on them, or we're moving them right now. But I think the next wave is going to be casting, trailers, and then the debut of the show. And you just don't know if the debut of the show is going to tank it because it's bad, or going to send it to the moon because it's incredible. So
Right.
there's a lot of different really great selling times, but if you wait, you're going to be waiting a hell of a long time on some of them. That's
why it's good to buy in at cover.
True.
You know, and you know, you're right. With Something Is Killing the Children, they've already announced some people from the creative team, so we know that it's coming. Like, we know for sure it's not just sitting on a shelf in Hollywood. That thing is coming. And then you have to consider what is the potential for a long-term impact. You look at The Walking Dead, right? A lot of people think the show jumped the shark, but The Walking Dead is a property that 30 years from now, somebody will be revisiting that on TV.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You're gonna continue to see iterations of that, you know, if not a film somewhere, you know what I mean? Someone's gonna so that book is gonna be an iconic book, probably for the duration of ever.
Yeah. I honestly think Walking Dead, it's gonna come back a lot sooner than people.
Lasted 11 fucking years. And
Yeah.
Right. And they have another show coming.
They flipped it into what? Beyond.
Oh yeah, whatever that.
Here.
Yeah.
They have 2 fucking spin-offs already.
And then it'll go away.
Yeah.
And then it'll have the little Star Trek effect, and like 15 years later, someone will reboot a Walking Dead television show, or because it was such an iconic thing.
Mm-hmm. And it'll be easy to do because they did not stay to the comics for the first several seasons. So they can just reboot it and stick directly to the comics.
Yep. They can just tell new stories in the world. Someone could decide in 15 years, some hot director could be like, yo, I'm just going to do a movie trilogy set in that world.
If studios can reboot Lord of the Rings successfully, they can reboot anything.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
The one book that I think is in a huge downturn because of several reasons, but we know is going to be incredibly successful because of Tynion. And this is his actual baby. Like, Something Is Killing the Children is owned by Boom, right? But Tynion owns everything when it comes to Department of Truth. And the studio or the creative that did Chernobyl is developing Department of Truth. And I mean, the A covers, the A and B for #1 are ridiculously cheap right now.
Yeah, I honestly think Department of Truth is the better hold, but you know, I know it's played out with all the exclusives, but I think that's the one.
I think what's circulated on Department of Truth is what's keeping that price at making it an attainable book, because there are a lot circulated because people were expecting hotness from the book. It released with option talks. I know there was a bidding war over the rights for that book before the book dropped. Still, sometimes some properties are so dynamic that even great print runs don't hold the value of the book back.
Mhm.
You like big high print runs, just don't hold it back.
And to be fair, they did bring hotness with the. I mean, that series is phenomenal. And they just overdid the exclusives, especially the last like 5-6 books or so. It's just insane the amount of exclusives they're letting people do with that shit.
And now we have bootlegs.
Now we have
There are bootleg exclusives.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm gonna start doing that. I'm just gonna start buying books and taking the covers off and like putting my own cover on there.
I mean,
say that.
yeah, that might have happened. I'll have to send you a picture.
Wait, what? It really happened?
Yeah, you could come over and take a look at it.
Somebody sold you a fake bootleg?
Oh no, never mind.
Okay.
No, but the thing with Department of Truth is I only read maybe about 5% of what I buy. I don't read a lot. I am caught up with that. The story is so intriguing and it's so good, but like, yeah, the exclusives just completely murdered it. And everything else, like I don't buy a lot of exclusives anymore, but when I do, I'm very like choosy with it, but still I can't. It literally killed buying exclusives for me, that one book.
Yep.
Brian, it's funny you mentioned that. We talked about that yesterday. Wow.
I need the chandelier variant.
We talked about that yesterday, Brian, about the tons and tons and tons of high print run key books coming out of the 90s, like ASM 300s and your New Mutants 87s and 98s, and those books still go for a premium.
Oh yeah,
And
but that's
there's
almost
tons of
25 years later.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it took some time, but there's like, I mean, I bought my Amazing Spider-Man 300s, I don't know, $15, $18 for my New Mutants 98. How many Amazing Spider-Man 300s in 9.8 are there on eBay right now? Tons.
Well, and graded in general, it's the #1 graded book, I believe.
Still goes for a premium.
Oh yeah. And but then you look at print runs, and we've talked a lot about print runs now. We are experiencing the lowest print runs ever, period, in the industry. So the scarcity, if something really, really takes off and becomes popular, it's going to be huge.
Well, if Marvel, let's say Marvel's the #1 company, right?
Yep.
Very few Marvel books. Well, let's not confuse print run with circulation, right?
Yeah,
very few
true.
Marvel books have an issue of a book where there's 100,000 copies in circulation, or 100,000 copies get ordered. That's why they're giving them away in Walmart.
Well, yeah, I always think it's interesting, like when you go to buy an exclusive, you know, like other print runs 500, and out of like, especially if it's like something that you know is going to sell a lot, like the Something Is Killing the Children's and all that, 500 isn't that high of an amount.
Yep.
Realistically, but when I see 500 print run for $40, I'm like, no. And it's just funny because, like, when you think about it, if they legit do 500 properly and maybe comps, that's not a lot of people who would own that book.
Yeah.
But still, right now, like 500 seems too high.
Yeah, because the problem with that is that they're not selling out.
Yeah, well exactly.
If you
Because it's not a cover price book.
Yeah,
Ollie can only buy like 50 at a time, not like the whole run. So
Yeah, but it's a delicate balance between determining the right book that you're going to do 500 copies for, right? Because, you know, if it's the wrong book, it's just not collectible. So there's no demand, even though there's a limited amount. There's just no demand for that book. People forget about it, especially if it's not a great book. You know, it's got to also be a collectible book. It's one of the reasons why I don't do Image exclusive covers. I like them, but Image has really tightened the reins on that. So it's like they give you a list of exclusive covers that you can do. So everybody will be doing 500 copies, their own version of all of the hottest books from Image every month. Look at that Stray Dogs Dog Days. 76 exclusive covers. That means 76 people had 500 copies, because that's the minimum. 500. Like, they had 500 copies made of that book. So I like to look for like indie books that I think are going to be hot that aren't like Image or Boom. And I was all in for Image, but it's like, man, they give you this list now. They make it so easy. You can do it right on Diamond. You got to order 500 copies, and the list is there's like 15 books at a given time on the list. Everybody's going to pick the cool number one. Everybody.
Yep.
See that's interesting.
I still think the money overall, like there are going to be some incredible store exclusives that I want to get in on, but if you hit an A cover or a true incentive of a low print book that takes off, that's where you want to be.
Yep. I don't like 500. I got some Red Rooms coming, and I'm mad. I'm like, this is Fantagraphics, right? So I got an exclusive cover of Red Room coming. And when I was talking with them, I got an exclusive cover of an Aftershock book, and I got like 300 copies, right? 100 virgins, 100 trades. So when I talked to Fantagraphics, they're like, yeah, you got to do a minimum of 500. I'm like, wait a minute, you're like Fantagraphics. What do you mean? What do you mean 500? I did it, but I'm like, when they told me 500, I'm like, hold on. Aftershock only requires 300. Fantagraphics wants you to do a minimum of 500 copies. I'm like, you're Fantagraphics. What do you mean 500? You're not Image. You're not Boom. They wanted 500. Like, okay.
Yeah.
I was feeling some type of way. But, you know, I did it anyway because my artist was really excited about he loves Red Room. He had already done the cover before we even went to them. He did the cover, tweeted the cover to Ed Piskor. You know what I mean? Like that's how like gung-ho this artist is. He tweeted the cover. Shout out to Nick Elkhorn, Ain't No Grave. He tweeted it to Ed Piskor. Ed Piskor liked it and was like, yo, get a hold of Fantagraphics and make this cover. So it's like, okay. We'll get you the 500 covers. But yeah, man, when a little company like that wants 500 covers, stop it. You're Fantagraphics. Like nobody is buying a Fantagraphic book.
You just bought the entire print run.
Right? Well, I mean, Red Room is kind of hot, but you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep. Oh, man. Yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to do with 500 copies. I'm like, you know
when
what?
do you have that dropping?
So it was supposed to drop in December, but the book has been pushed back every month. So I think it's coming out in the first week of March. I've been waiting because it was supposed to drop the second week of December, and then every month since then, they get an email. I get an email from Fantagraphics telling me that it's been pushed back another month.
Is this the same Red Room that started like June of last year?
Yeah, it's the second volume.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's called Trigger Warnings. Yeah. So we got an exclusive coming of that, which is it's really dope. The cover, I think it's the best cover. It's really dope. But
yeah,
right now,
collecting those, they were a little hard to read.
Yeah.
Not bad, but just, you know, I felt uneasy after reading that shit.
No, yeah, I'm not particularly a fan of Red Room, but the artist that we work with loves the book. And he's so good about, like, you don't have to say, hey, let's find a book for you to do an exclusive cover from. He just will call you up and be like, yo, I got these covers. I already tweeted such and such, da-da-da-da-da. It's all ready to go. So it's like, okay, we'll just do it.
Yo, even crazier was trying to watch that Red Room short film. That was, I had to shut it off. It was crazy. Not my cup of tea. There's a niche for that, you know, especially like it's making waves in the horror community. It was featured in Fangoria. Like that's really cool. But man, I had to shut it off. It was crazy.
What cover is that, Brian? Brian has a cover in the docket. Brian did a dope Supermassive cover.
He did.
Very dope. Very, very dope.
I pick up everything Ivan, and I picked up his Brian's because it was fantastic.
He has a dope cover.
Yeah,
I will be right back in just a second.
Yeah, no problem, man. Oh, there you go. Bloodstained
Brian. Good pick, bruh.
Yep. Yeah, it's gonna be a cool one.
Good pick.
I might have to sign off anyways. I've got a boogery child right here.
Do you need me to read?
I don't know if that will help what's going on here.
These big nuts fix it. No, I can't. All right, yeah. I mean, I have to be up in a few hours anyway. I got work going, but
It doesn't stop for me.
oh man.
We should figure out a time to do one of those CGC should I sub, shouldn't I shows.
Yeah. I have like 25 books I want to do, but like I have a lot of books I actually want to do.
Yeah, I would love to do it.
I have 16 there right now, which is pretty much all of my We Live and Something Is Killing the Children. But I can pull some books for a show like that.
Yeah.
It would be
we'd
fun.
have to pull a few.
I'd love to do it. I'd enjoy it.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm sending to CGC is X-Men for Chris Claremont.
Yeah.
Because he's back. And
Are you going to any of the cons or anything?
Yeah, I'm trying to go to as many cons this year as possible, but I'm going to be on the hype side as far as recording people and interviewing people as opposed to like selling stuff.
You talked to Sam about going to Planet yet?
No,
You should.
I did not.
Yeah, I've been trying to push everybody to go to Kansas City. It's in April, but like Claremont's going to be there.
Really?
I'm pretty sure he's going to be there. Jim Shooter's going to be at MegaCon, I think. But there's a lot of big names that are going to end up in Kansas City. So, yeah. Yeah.
Sam, you've been holding out on me, bruh.
Ashley Eckstein's going to be there.
Qua's first appearance in the U.S. in 2 years.
Yep.
Oh, I got a couple Qua covers. Is that a Bunny Mask shirt you're wearing?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's dope.
We're on the Aftershock, one of their happy hours.
Oh, really?
Bucks, dude. It's got the on the back of it. It's got the Read Dangerously shit Bunny Mask.
Oh, that's really dope.
Yeah.
That's really dope. I like that.
Yeah, we'll have to get the warehouse on your next time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. letting me come hang. It was really good to meet y'all.
Absolutely.
Stop by. Thanks for all the information.
Oh,
I updated my FOC about 8 times during the show. Sorry,
dude, I have to put my books in before 7 p.m. on Sundays, my time. So it's like by the time people really start talking about stuff, I'm screwed.
Listen, we're from the future. We're in future time over here.
Your cutoff is 7 because that's midnight, right?
No, that's
right. It's 10 over here.
No, that's for my local comic shop. They just, I don't know, do 7. So if the problem is I'll forget, and then somebody will start talking about it. So then I go to Comic Corner and put all my stuff in. But it makes me mad because like I was going through my pulls today and I don't have ASM 88 in there, and I was like, oh. But I think I ordered it from Comic Corner, so now I just have to wait and hope I did.
Brian will hook you up. We sold out. I was gonna say I'd hook you up, but we sold out.
Yeah, most places.
Comic Corner is always good when I need stuff.
They're awesome. They're awesome. I am a fan of Comic. I'm a big fan of Comic Corner. Actually, I just sent somebody there. Told somebody to go there the other day to get their Black Panther bundle, first and second print.
Yeah,
they had a really good 5-pack bundle of Black Panther at Comic Corner.
They're great.
Yeah, shout out to Comic Corner, everybody. Y'all should check them out. They do dope stuff, really dope stuff. I've been trying to hook up with Brian at one of my Syracuse shows. I've been trying to get him to come.
Yeah, he'll frequent the cons. He's not going to go to Planet. I almost had him. To go going, but yeah, he'll be at a few of the other shows. Probably New York. He'll probably be I don't know. I'll tell him where to go.
So, Paul, do you have? Obviously, this is your YouTube platform, right?
Yeah, it is like the second video I've done. So yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I was going to ask if you had other platforms I can follow.
I have an Instagram, but nothing special. I'm everywhere. I'm nowhere. That's my thing.
Wow.
Mostly in Discord.
Yeah, mostly in Discord. Yeah, but I'll send you whatever links I got later on.
Yeah, definitely hook me up. Hook me up.
Yeah.
And Crisis, you as well. And Chrissy, if you guys got social media stuff that I can follow, everybody, you know, I'd like to have that.
I'll try to find the Only Sam link also.
You know, somebody messaged me the other day, speaking of FOC, they were mad because I do an FOC show called Focus on Tuesday mornings. Final Order Cutoff, Uncanny Spec. But I do it after FOC, obviously. Tuesday morning at 7:30, right? I get on after FOC. Because it's like, listen, man, if you guys are ordering from FOC, any of you guys, you get it, right? Like work goes into that. You know what I mean? Like real work goes into ordering from FOC. So someone's like, why do you do FOC after FOC? Then I can't like put in pre-orders. And it's like,
that's the point.
We give you all the information. I try to give everybody in my community all of the information months in advance. You know, Paul, you were on my show yesterday. Like, I'm going to talk about stuff and give you the information months in advance. I can't give everybody the work.
Well, and the hottest stuff is going to be available in the stream anyways. So, like, I don't know. I have a very strong opinion about pre-FOC shows and how I can't stand it.
Sam wouldn't let me do it. He would not let me do a pre-FOC show. Now it's different if we're all sitting here talking.
Yeah, and just
discuss with Sam, and Sam will give us the information.
Sam won't let me do it. He'll call me up and be like, "Dude, what are you doing?"
Our Discord hot spec is an aggregation from me, Ish, and a couple other speckers.
And I'm not even in the Discord.
No.
Like legit, I'm not even, because I don't know how to do Discord.
You wouldn't be able to. You would hate how much stuff is said in the span of a minute. You would
so
hate
sorry.
I think you'd get a lot out of it, but you would hate it. You wouldn't be able to keep up with it.
I got tropes for that.
Exactly. I think we should try and do a show where we like take a couple books, or like 25 books, and figure out, you know, what is worth submitting, and we all just make recommendations to each other. I think that could be a lot of fun.
I like it.
Next show.
Yeah, let's do it next time.
Yeah, I'm down for anything. I appreciate you guys having me on. So I'm highly appreciative of it.
Yeah. Well, thanks again
everyone.
for stopping in, Ish.
So yeah, I'm gonna get ready to check out, because I think everyone's checking out.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure I can get all your like social media stuff to make sure.
I'll get it from Sam, and then I'll I'm pretty much just Instagram too, but I don't really use it for much.
Okay.
I'll get your info from Sam and follow you, and
okay, cool.
Price is down there too, so
cool. Nice meeting you all.
Likewise.
Dope hanging out with you.
Thanks, Dunn. Thanks for staying up super late and doing this. I'll try and get a channel going too, so you don't always have to host.
Hey, listen, Don can host. I'll just come on and hang out with Don.
We got to get Don in here.
Yeah.
Don from Buffalo too.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll come hang out with Paul.
Yeah.
I'll definitely come hang out with Paul. All right, y'all. Everybody have a good night.
All right. You take it easy, everybody.
Shout out to all of the people that hung out with us.
Yep. Ish, if you want to hit me up, let me know. I'm up.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit you up.
All right, sounds good. See ya.
All right.
Bye.
What's me to do? I don't know. Thanks for stopping in, Chrissy.
Yes.
All right. See ya.